Welcome back to the morning show on WRCO Radio. We're talking about the Wizards of Rods annual Fun Run Car Truck Motorcycle Show going on this very weekend, Father's Day weekend. Joining us in the studio is Terry Filia. Good morning, Terry.
Good morning.
Good to have you in here. It seems like you were just in here. And it's been a year.
Already.
Awesome. Tell me about this year's Wizards of Rods and what makes it special.
Well, we are at our fourth year at the Log Cabin Grounds and Grand Fest Grounds in Warrens, Wisconsin. And it's our 44th. Not too many clubs can say they've had that many shows. And yesterday we all got together and put together 200 goodie bags to be given out at our show. When people register, they will get a goodie bag, and it's stuffed with flyers of other shows, advertising from some of our sponsors and other folks. And they're probably one of the things that a lot of clubs don't do anymore is pass out goodie bags. We also have homemade trophies that are going to be available. 27 trophies that we made this year for the members pick out their top 25, and then we have pre and post 1947, I think it is, 46, 47. And then people make homemade trophies, like for most bugs, or I made one for what was the name of that? Best Ford, because I drive a Ford.
So you mentioned 44 years. In fact, we have on the line with us today Tom Vinipal, who is a charter member. Good morning, Tom. Are you there?
I am here.
Yeah, there he is. All right. So 44 years. Does it seem possible you've been around the club that long?
Well, it seems like every year goes a little faster, but other than that, I can't put words into, what year was this? What year was that? I'm getting more feeble-minded as I go.
So many have come and gone during the time where you've had this going on in Warrens. Why do you think this has lasted so long, Tom?
Well, we're rather unique. For one thing, it used to be a joke that you needed to have facial hair just to be a wizard, and I think all of us are old and wizard-like. So, but we do a lot of unique things. We do those top 25, which are, what happened way back at our 10th. We tried to go with all homemade, and it was like the people that wanted bought in trophies were left out, and it didn't go over so well. So ever since then, we've been doing a combination. And from our 10th, we added one every year for 11th, 12th, 13th. We'd make that many top trophies. Once we got to 25, we said, it's getting a lot harder to find sponsors. Let's cut it off at 25. So we do a lot of unique things. We give a lot to charity. We have, I'll bet you, we have given well over $75,000 over the years to charities. And some of those charities are St. Jude's Hospital, the local canine unit, Alzheimer's Association, Toys for Tots, American Cancer Society, all kinds of things like that. Plus, we give out it depends on how many we get for applicants, 1 or 2 automotive scholarships every year. We also collect Pop-Tops for the Ronald McDonald House. 2 years ago, we gave, I think it was $2,800 plus 12 full 55-gallon barrels of Pop-Tops. And last year we had over 650 pounds. So, it goes right to the people that need it. So we're kind of unique that way. We're one of the few that, like Terry had said, offer goodie bags. And somebody said, well, you don't have much this year. If you look at what we had yesterday to stuff, you'd say, holy cow, that's going to make an awful nice goodie bag. I think the somewhere around 10 pounds. I mean, that's a lot of stuff. So
yeah, that really is.
Yeah, we do a lot of things like that. Yeah, I've been around for a couple of years.
But it's fun, Tom. You've been able to use, this is a hobby of yours, but you've been able to turn that into a good thing that gives back. It's got to be rewarding.
Right. When we first started, there was, I think, 5 guys in the garage and says, well, let's start a car club. And over the years, we have developed, and we're always evolving. We have a piece of highway that we pick up with our name out there all the time. We just do a lot of, we're charitable people, and it's been a very rewarding life for me because I'm the only one that stuck with it.
Do you have the first car that you ever drove there?
I have the first vehicle that I ever put on the road for the show. Okay. I don't have my first car. I kind of wish I did. It was a 64 Chevy. You can't go to a dealer and buy a 8-year-old car for $315 anymore, I'll tell you that.
I don't think so.
So I wish I'd have kept that car. But other than that, I've got, I think I insure about 14. So
that's all. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the insurance companies, they look at me, we can't figure this out. Well, I'll tell you.
Do you take them all to the Wizards of Rod's show then?
No, I will be driving my 60. I purchased in 1978 a 1960 Chevy 2-door sedan that I have been, over the years, customizing. It's got a 60 Cadillac grill in it. It's got a Continental kit. It's got Mercury Turnpike Cruiser skirts on it. Tuck and roll interior, and something unique. It's got a 3-speed on the column following a 6-cylinder. And that inline 6, I've got it cammed out and bored, and it sounds pretty cool.
Younger people wouldn't know how to drive that, I don't think, Tom.
Well, somebody said that 3 on the tree, that's a good deterrent for auto theft. So.
That, and a lot of them don't know how to drive a clutch anymore either. So
that's true. What do you mean it's got 3 pedals?
Yeah, right. What's your favorite part of the weekend coming up, Tom?
Well, one of the things that it took me quite a while to get installed, and I think this year is going to be our 10th pinup contest. And that's a lot of the ladies that get dressed up in their 40s and 50s outfits, and they compete. They have to do 3 poses on stage, and then, of course, I have to create judges for all that, and it's been, but that's my favorite part. I like the ladies.
Awesome. It goes all weekend. People can stop by any one of those days, I'm sure, and enjoy. You don't have to be there all weekend, do you?
No. If you want to come just Saturday, it's a reasonable $12 to stay Saturday. If you want to come up just Sunday, it's just Sunday is $12. If you want to pre-register for the entire weekend, it's only $15. It's most of the shows that you go to cost that much just to get in for a one-day show. And we've got, we'll be there Thursday setting up, and you can come in and camp. Camping is dirt cheap, too. $50 for the whole weekend. Where can you go?
Yeah, exactly.
So, it's we'll be there Thursday through probably Monday morning, Sunday afternoon, Monday morning. So,
that's awesome. Is there signage up so people can find where they're going?
If you get off say you're coming up the interstate, if you get off at exit 135, we are approximately 2 miles from that exit. We're just about 2 blocks outside of Warrens, and Warrens isn't a very big town. So, say you're coming up the interstate. So, it's real easy to find, and we will have signs up, I think.
I'm sure you will. Anything else you'd like to add today, Tom?
Well, hey, everybody, come on up and check us out.
All right. He said with a lot of enthusiasm. All right. Thanks for joining us, Tom.
Not a problem. Thank you, Phil.
Good luck this weekend. Tom Vinnefeld joining us here, talking about Wizards of Rods. You listened to his talking here on the morning show. Terry, anything else you want to add that Tom said, or you want to kind of expand on?
Yes. Our first activity on Friday is take a fish fry cruise, and this year it's only about 2 miles, and we can all enjoy a fish dinner together. And then Saturday, of course, is Vintage Dress Day. If you want to dress up in 40s, 50s, whatever, you're welcome to do that. We will have a DJ. We have 2 food trucks scheduled to be there for breakfast and lunch on Saturday and Sunday. We have games to play. We have a fan belt toss, radiator fill, several other ones. And this year we're going to have valve cover racing. As Tom mentioned, at 1 o'clock is our pinup contest, which a lot of people like and enjoy watching. And we have a silent auction going on from 9 until 2 o'clock both days. Got some nice items. They're posted on our website, Wizards of Rods Car Club, and you can see a few of the items that are posted for that. We have vendor swaps, spots for vendors to bring in their automotive parts and other things, and I believe it's only $30 for a spot. So if you want to get rid of some stuff, I'm sure we have a good group of people who'll be glad to buy it. And that's for, we're going to have a tattoo artist again this year for the second year. We have 2 pinstripers if you want to get your automobile pinstriped, like I have my 61 Starliner pinstriped. And we are going to have plenty of activities. At 3:30, there's a poker run. And as Tom mentioned, there's going to be plenty of camping spots. And we will have flamethrowing at dusk.
Ooh.
If anyone's ever been to Fire in the Hills, we have a couple of people scheduled to do flamethrowing. And then Sunday is our show and shine day. That's the day that the members pick out their top 25. And then we also have, for the 9th year in a row, pedal car, stroller, wagon, and mini bike competition. That way the kids can bring in their wagons, their bicycles, their tricycles, and we will have awards for that. And then again, the silent auction is going to be Sunday. And then we give away the pre-registered people. It's a random drawing, and we have 2 fire extinguishers. I think Mike said 2 chairs that you would keep in your trunk when you go to shows. And then there are other things that we have set aside for the pre-registered. And then we also will have some cash prizes for people just to show our appreciation for coming to the show. So that's for our fun run.
Okay. Lots of things going on this weekend. We'll talk more about Wizards of Rods this Father's Day weekend in just a moment. We're going to talk to Mike Molitor as well, and Terry Filyaw is in the studio with us when the morning show continues. The Wizards of Rods 44th Annual Fun Run Car, Truck, and Motorcycle Show comes up this very Father's Day weekend. Mike Molitor is on the line with us now as well. He's been helping to get things ready to go. Mike, are all systems go for this coming weekend in Warrens?
Well, we're starting to finish up some last-minute items. I've been actually working on a couple of homemade trophies this morning that are last-minute. It's all coming together. Everybody really pulls together, and we're like a big family. We make it happen. Everybody does what they have to do, and it all goes fairly smooth. I've been in the club now about 4 years, and it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun.
So, Tom, he has you about 40 years or so as far as being a club member. But,
yes, he's our founding father, 44 years.
Isn't that something?
The club is old, so next year is going to be kind of a big year for us, 45. So, yeah, Tom is one of the last founding fathers in our club, and he really knows the history, and he's a great influence to everybody in the club and really helps make things go.
Mike, why did you get motivated to join up with the club?
Well, I'll tell you, my wife and I, we come from old school, growing up with hot rods and old cars. Of course, they were daily drivers back in the day. When I started out, I had several old vehicles. I had a 73 Challenger at one time and a 79 Camaro, and I had an old Mustang and a Charger, and grew up working on hot rods. And it's always been a thing that I've liked, and my wife too. And so we decided to, in our later years, get a couple old classic cars, and we were looking for somebody to be with, and we just happened to run into Terry and some of the other wizards, and we liked what we saw. Very good people, and we liked spending time with them and their family.
It's amazing how much money goes back into the community and the area and the state. That's another motivating thing for you, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. We give to several charities throughout the year. We're nonprofit, so we get rid of our money every year, and we really try to help out as many people as we can. Of course, it only goes so far, but we give to several charities. I don't know if they were mentioned yet, but St. Jude's Hospital, Veterans Assistance Foundation, Freedom Honor Flight, Toys for Tots, American Cancer Society, VA Medical Center, Recreation Fund, Alzheimer's Association, Ronald McDonald House, Juneau County Canines. I mean, the list is long. So we try to spread out the wealth and do the best we can, as do other clubs in the area.
From how far out do you draw people to bring their vehicles to Warren's? Any idea?
We get people from Iowa and upper part of the state. People come quite a ways. We have camping throughout the weekend available, so they bring campers and maybe a daily driver to pull the camper, and some of them pull them with their hot rods.
Lots of fun. What's your favorite part of the weekend, Mike?
I think probably the favorite part would be the awards, watching people that we pick get their awards. We do a lot of homemade trophies, and I like making things from scrap, as well as we have a lot of crafty people in our club that really make some neat stuff. So seeing people's reactions and receiving those awards that they were chosen for.
That's fascinating that you make those trophies and you kind of recycle and reuse, it sounds like, to make them, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I pick up junk all the time and make it into something cool. Roller chains, sprockets, whatever I can find. I've been a welder most of my life. I started when I was about 5 years old running a welder, and I do it for a living. So I'm a millwright by trade, and I can pretty much repair or fix anything.
That's fun. Which vehicles are you going to be taking this weekend?
I will be taking our El Camino. We have a 1981 Super Sport, and that's my gas mileage car, so that's the one I'll probably be running back and forth with. We also have a couple other classics. We have a 63 Pontiac Grand Prix, which was an Arizona car, very nice, clean car. That's got the 421 big block engine in her, so she's not quite as good on gas. And then we also have a 59 Apache, which has a 350 in it, which it doesn't actually get too bad of mileage. I get about 21 miles a gallon with that, but the El Camino gets about 30, and it's got a V6 in, original car, 70,000 miles on the car, a lot of fun to drive.
Oh, I bet it is. It's fun for everybody. It's fun for those of us that don't have a car to go out and dream, too. It's what about the opportunity to come out and view those? A lot of people just want to come by and spectate, don't they?
Right, and there's no charge for spectators. They can participate in all the games and everything on Saturday if they want to. We have kids games, we have adult games, we have a lot of stuff going on with the food trucks, and we have tattoo people there, artists there, we have pinstripers there. There's just so much in the whole weekend that, yes, as many spectators that want to come and participate, they're welcome.
Oh, that's awesome. Anything else you'd like to add this morning, Mike?
One thing we do have, I'm going to throw a pitch in. We have a summer cruise night, fourth Sunday of every month at Dairy Island in Mauston, Wisconsin. It's a little mom and pop, old school little diner that we gather at once a month throughout the summer, fourth Sunday of the month. And then we have a fall color cruise in October which we meet in Reedsburg at Nishan Park, and we have a real good turnout for that every year. And we accept donations. We pick charities we give the money to, and we cruise about 100 miles through the countryside and end up at a restaurant. It's a lot of fun.
That's amazing, and I always admire those cruises too. There are a lot of people out there that just want to have something to do with these beautiful cars, and that's a good opportunity to do it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I have a 20-year-old Pontiac Vibe. Do you think I'll fit in with that or not?
Bring it.
Sounds good, Mike. Thanks for joining us.
Everybody's welcome. It doesn't matter.
That sounds like fun. Well, have a good weekend. We appreciate you joining us.
Thank you very much. Take care. God bless.
Mike Molitor joining us on WRCO by phone line. Terry Filia in the studio with us. Terry, it just sounds like the makings are there. Probably no accident that you have it during Father's Day weekend, because you can bring dear old dad out, can't you?
Yes, and the way that happened was way before my time. But I understood that Jellystone was where we had the show for 40 years. And it turned out that Father's Day weekend was not a big fill for the park. And so when the fellas that put things together, talked to the park manager, they made it Father's Day weekend for our fun run. And that 4 years ago, they put a water feature where we used to park the cars in the ball field. So that's how we ended up in Warrens at the log cabin. And from then on, we've just adapted to leaving Jellystone and then creating what we have now.
It's going to be an awesome weekend, and I know that we've only kind of hit the tip of the iceberg with some of the events. There were some others, I think, that you wanted to mention as well.
Yes. There is going to be a community campfire on Saturday, and I wanted to mention that there's going to be a potluck at 6 o'clock at the log cabin, and we're going to have the club supplying the meat, which I believe is going to be chicken breast. And then everybody just brings a dish to pass, and we all sit around and enjoy each other's company.
So that's on Saturday as well. What's the best way for people to look up more information about Wizards of Rods?
Go to our website, Wizards of Rods Car Club, and you can see we have our flyers posted. Like Mike mentioned, that was how we initially made contact with Mike and Charlene to become members. And that's the fourth Sunday of the month from 4 until 8. And if you bring your classic, you get a coupon from Tom to get a free ice cream cone.
You can't beat that.
No. And then we also do the fall color cruise. And if you want to bring your daily driver, you're welcome to join us. Enjoy the fall colors and a cruise. And then we have a destination in mind each year, and we all have a meal together.
I know you make some wonderful trophies. In fact, last year you gave me my very first gold record on the wall.
Yeah, Tom created that. Yeah.
And it's still on my wall. I have a gold record on my wall. So, from Wizards of Rods.
Yeah.
All right. Well, it sounds like all the makings are there. I think the weather's going to be pretty good for you, the way it looks.
We hope so.
Yep. And
we can't control the weather, but we can just hope.
You bet. Anything else you'd like to add, Terry?
Can I mention a few of our sponsors?
Sure, go ahead.
Of course, WRCO, WCCU Credit Union, Jones Chevrolet, Wagner Auto Service, L&M. Oh, I have to tell a story about we put a postcard under the bottom of each trophy so that the recipient can send a thank you to the person that made the trophy or sponsored it. And L&M got a postcard back from the people that got the trophy, and it turned out that they were in the salvage business as well. I went out to ask him if he wanted to buy one this year, and it's $40 to sponsor a trophy. And he pulled the card out of all the chaos in that junkyard, salvage yard. He found the postcard, and he said, yep, next time I'm in that neck of the woods, I'm going to go visit those people. So it makes a kind of a circular contact. We create the trophies, we make sure that the recipient gets a thank you in, and we really enjoy doing our homemade trophies.
That's good how that kind of circled around and
Yeah.
they made a connection together then.
Yeah. And then Town and Country TV and Appliance, Olson Family Vision, Newton's Auto Restoration. They are going to be sponsoring our feature vehicle top pick for both of them. And our Doug Hartley, our co-chairman, is going to have his 71 Dodge Dart. That's the featured vehicle. And then Cody Vinipal has his 1929 Ford pickup. And then there's D&J Repair. That was my son's business. He passed away in July, so that'll be a memory of him and his dad, Dr. Rundell, Pioneer Printing, and then there are other ones that outside of my purview as far as Richland Center, and we've picked up 27 trophy sponsors plus.
That's great support. But people know that you give back and it goes for a good cause.
Yes.
All right, Terry. Well, good to see you this year. And we hope it goes well this weekend.
Thank you.
Terry Filliot joining us earlier. Tom Vinopal and Mike Molitor joined us long distance. The Wizards of Rods 44th Annual Fun Run Car, Truck, and Motorcycle Show this Father's Day weekend, June 13th, 14th, and 15th, again at the Warrens Log Cabin, approximately 2 blocks from the downtown area.